It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful, first-year coach.
On the floor is the Golden State Warriors. At small forward, at the other forward position, Harrison Barnes.
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing Cleveland. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And it's the Warriors to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready.
设定一下镜头画面。
Ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor. But one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Now Curry. After Iman Shumpert missed from long range. And Curry, here we go. And that one's good. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Irving with the ball. Mozgov kicks to Irving. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Mozgov wide open. He fires. Thompson with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Curry attacking. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Golden State on D. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Barnes. LeBron against Barnes. Takes a 3. And it's LeBron James with the 3. James has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Curry against Irving. It's Curry with the drive. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving against Curry. Irving dishes to Love. It's tipped.
Outside Curry. 一个传球
And it's sent back by Irving.
被我盖了国了。
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Warriors with the rebound. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Now Irving, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. 6 to shoot. From deep. And it's LeBron James with the three.
LeBron James 是一个3分弹。
Threes now in the first quarter for Cleveland. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys,
LeBron James
tremendous
犯规
They
了。
had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself, and you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Shepard.
贴到一个
Great
灌
assist
篮
by
呐！
Kyrie Irving.
With the pass.
The Warriors trailing. Green with a screen on Irving. Curry kicks to Thompson. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That is his first foul of the game.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson
有听到
Varejao
声音吗？
checked in for Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. James against Iguodala. Smith outside. Over to the wing. Varejao passes to Smith. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. His three-pointers off the mark. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Now here is Varejao after the miss from Andre Iguodala. But they'll get another chance.
跳得太急了。
He dishes it to Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Livingston's got his first points of the game.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
1:10 left to play here in the first. Varejao with a screen on Iguodala. James. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Golden State. There's the dish to Thompson. The drive by James gets the 14-footer fall. LeBron's got 10 points.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38, and last year, down to 35.
Williams dishes to Thompson. Williams inside.
Wow.
Nice pass.
Perfectly
for the layup.
Not phased at all by
这把
having a
变
bigger
式的
defender
决定。
on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Oh.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cleveland ahead. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, in part, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play.
Oh,
And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the
哎
free
呀，
throw
我一个
line.
犯规
Taking
啊！
full advantage of playing at home. And the fans have really helped them here.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Irving is out there with Amon Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
There's Mozgov. Good, and the
Wow,
assist
这
goes
个
to
妙传。
Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Green, the screen. Bogut kicks to Green. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's going to focus both by him and the
哇
coaching staff.
，Taylor 一个三分的，
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
有听到吗？三分弹。
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the three, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. That's good. Curry's got 4 points in
哇
the，
还有
quarter.
一个
And you know,
中
for
距
the
离，
Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 in made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA in made threes per game after the trade.
And here's Irving, looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. Love with the screen on Green. They get the rebound. Shumpert in the corner. Now Irving. To the middle. It's deflected.
哇，一个
It's
拦截
stolen，by Bogut. Here's Thompson. No good. That would have tied it.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Irving against Curry. Right at the free throw line. Irving misses.
And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the three department. I mean, makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor
还
space.
要再高一点点的高度。
Love with the screen on Thompson. Irving
Whoa.
can't hit.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
Dishes it to Green. Fires from deep. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Irving kicks to Mozgov. Love outside. Outside Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. Love kicks to Mozgov. And he gets it to go.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Irving.
Moscow guys was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Moscow was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Livingston. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Livingston passes to Barbosa. Cavaliers with the rebound. James in the post. He's against Azili. James misses.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Barbosa dishes to Iguodala. Gets to the corner and buries it. Iguodala's got his first basket. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Picked by Mozgov. Smith outside. And another miss by Cleveland.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Cavaliers trailing. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Outside Williams. Thompson sets the pick for Williams. It's deflected. Iguodala outside. Here's the three. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Livingston. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. James outside. Up in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They started, and that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Hello.
Here's Curry. Thompson outside. Fires for 3.
一个3分的没有。好关键是
I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
James, a screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And LeBron by Shumpert. And that's 12 points for LeBron.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Outside Irving. Back to LeBron.
哇，被拦截啦
Unloads from 13. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
养狗养鸭
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to Mozgov.
养鸡鸭来住
A tad short, but it's good off the front.
好哇
Mozgov's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
还养鸡鸭来住
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Anderson Varejao checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for James.
这应该可以
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Thompson outside, off the screen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number climbed time for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent. The Warriors took a while for people to accept that fact. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Hey, I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
哎呀，超级超棒
Curry kicks to Green and stolen by Love.
超级了
The feed to Dellavedova. Outside jumper.
一个3分的
That's good. Assisting
对
on the
呀
play was Dellavedova. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment
哎呦
in
这个犯规了
the second.
该个力
And there's
出
the
手哇
call on
拿
Kyrie
起
Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. And Golden State also making a change. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Spates sets a screen.
哎呀，我
And
犯规了
there's the
3次
call
犯规
on Kyrie Irving.
很熟啊
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Green, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
And it's Dellavedova missing. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Barnes has got 5 points so far. Here's Irving. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Dellavedova. Great D that time from Green.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. Small ball, power forward at times as well, with the way they like to space the floor.
Irving against Curry. Some solid defense there from Irving.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The screen from Thompson. Dellavedova, the pass to Smith. Shot clock at 5. The screen from Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. Outside Irving. Drops in the tray.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Verajao with a screen on Curry. Irving attacking. Here's Thompson. With the second effort. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Cavaliers shoot their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here is Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing. James. Shot is no good. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers ahead. Ending. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Warriors trail by 7. Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then it's Jefferson. Then there's Mo Williams. And it's Shumpert in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Passes it to Barbosa. Clock at 6. Bogut sets a screen for Barbosa. Shoots. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Love.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Livingston kicks to Ezeli. The pass to Iguodala. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
James outside. He kicks to Love. Barbosa against Shumpert. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Now Cleveland moving it up. Love's running, and the
phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
The Cavaliers leading by 13.
想推，
Beautiful jam.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Curry kicks to Thompson. Bogut with a screen on Shumpert. Just 4 to shoot to stop the run. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Feeds it to Love. Kicks to Williams. Cleveland moving it around. The drive by James. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
LeBron James.
With the pass.
Warriors trail by 15. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Marcus Smart was a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Picked by Mozgov. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Irving kicks to James, and he dunks it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around. Just straight to the rim.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. You would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Now here's James. Back to Irving, and it's Mozgov in the corner, and he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Thompson dishes to Smith. From outside, off the mark. Barbosa kicks to Barnes. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams passes to Smith. Barnes grabs the miss. Here is Livingston to the inside. Here's Azili. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Dellavedova dishes to Williams. To the paint, deflects the pass. Trying to find Thompson, he gets it to him. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, you guys had a tremendous second half. What?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I love it.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
那先这样了，拜拜。